I doing out here at the chicken pen? Am I taking care of the chickens? Yes. Well, what else am I doing? I'm doing something that's a really important thing to do if you own an older shed. Something that you need to be cautious of. You might wonder why I have a rock on my roof. Let me show you. I'll take you over here. And let's go up, take a look, see what that's caused by, and what we can do about it. You probably already have an idea, but this is just general maintenance on a really old shed. So let's go. As you can see on an older shed like this, what they use to hold down the metal is nail heads. They called them lead heads in the old days because they had a little grommet made of lead that went underneath the head, and they'd drive it down. The lead would flatten out and help keep the rain from getting under there. As you can see, these are starting to come up out here. And these on the outside have already come up. You notice several of the nails are missing on the edge. And I've been noticing for some time now that when I'm out here on a windy day, this will flip and flop. And I threw that big old rock down there up on it to hold it down until I got around to doing what I'm doing today. I am too big of a guy to go walking out on that roof, tacking down all of them. But I'm going to do around the edges, which is where the wind grabs it the most anyway. You can see down on the other end, we have a similar situation. I'm going to have to fix it too. So here we go. First of all, if you have a nail that's loose like that, you can always nail it back down, but that's only going to help very little, if at all. Just gets the nail back down into the hole so that you don't have a hump. And the next thing you need to do is this. As you can see, I already put one there. I already put one there. And I did it on film, I thought, but I had technical difficulties. Somehow my phone got reset to where it goes back to the original, which is photo. So I took a photo of me just getting started instead of the video, which I thought I was taking. Anyway, the solution is simple. You put it in there. Find the spot where the wood is at underneath of it. These are self-tapping screws, like I said. Here. The chickens don't like the noise. You see? No more flip-flop. No more of this flippy-floppy. That's going to make all the difference in the world. Try to make sure you put it in the good metal, because out here in the rusty area, that rust can get pretty thin and pretty brittle, and sometimes you'll just bust a hole clean through it. And if you bust a hole through it, that doesn't help at all. But that's just something you got to do when you have an old roof like this. I don't know how many decades it's been since this was on. But as you can see, I've got a problem on the other end where we had a high wind last week. Well, just a few days ago, actually. We had 40, 50, 60 mile an hour gusts. And I threw a couple chunks of wood up there because those are the only rocks around, and they're just really big. And it looks like the wood blew off, and it almost took the tin off on me. I was worried about this roof. Now you can kind of see how it almost took a chunk clean off. And that wasn't loose the other day. We just had a really windy day. Almost took this piece right off the end, and it would have wrapped it around a tree or threw it in the lake or who knows what. Might have even taken a couple pieces. Sometimes once it gets one piece loose, it just rips the whole thing off. So I got to get this down. There's a piece of wood I threw up there. I don't know where the other one's at. Up there it is. There's the other one. So yeah, those stones are just a little bit big for me to lift over there. So I used what I had and it didn't work. Now I'm going to screw it down right. I already did up this side and down the other side over there with the bigger ladder. This down here is just easier to film on, but I'm going to go ahead and put new ones all the way up this edge here. I'm going to go over there and fix all three edges on that side. But that's where the problem starts, is on the edges. And I'm going to check this along the bottom drip edge too, because it looks like there's a few of the nails came loose out there in the middle. I want to make sure that this isn't a problem in the future. Thanks for watching. Screw down your roof. Give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. We're looking for subscribers. And we'll see you on the next one with Spring Holler Farm.